We're back. Finally made it to Friday. I don't know what we're going to be doing really today. All we know we've got that 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9 o'clock. Huthwaite. That one that we did on Tuesday again. So we're going to get on the way in a minute down towards Doncaster to get this container off. Get the other one on out of Iport, and then make our way down to Huthwaite. Had a good clear run down. Came down the M1 to get to Doncaster this morning. Just didn't want to transit with the traffic on the A1. I couldn't be bothered to do it this morning, so we're on the M1 anyway from Leeds, straight down that M1 and across the M18. We're just coming down now towards Riley's in Doncaster to get this off, and then over to, it's only over the road, back roundabout, we've just come off to Iport, and hope that there's no queue, or not too much of a queue. We're leaving by about 8 o'clock, we should be alright for our job at Huthwaite down at Mansfield Way for 9 o'clock. And then see what we've got planned from there. We've not spoke with the office yet, so we're not 100% sure what's happening after this job, but we will find out. Close most of it. Yeah, it shuts its garage. I thought that was 24 hours in there at Morrison's. Hey. So yeah, we're just down here now, so fingers crossed we get a good turnaround in both of them. Wow, out of Iport already. There's no one here. It's very foggy, so I could have possibly missed them, but there's absolutely nobody here. So we're down at the job at 8:25. Perfect, you see. Carry there. Yeah, we're down at 8:25, so perfect is that. They said there might possibly be another one down here today, which, you know, it's fine by me. If it's like that Iport later on, that'll do for us. So yeah, we're just on our way down now to Huthwaite for the 9 o'clock booking. It does sound solid, this box, though. I thought it might sound hollow because it's usually on pallets, but this is a 20-foot container, not a 40-foot, so it could be a handball, which, you know, might be a bit interesting, but you know, we'll find out when we get down there, won't we? All tipped here. I'm hoping the driver get into another job when they got here. That's why we never did a bit for actually getting on site here. It's not going to go off that warning. Washer fluid level low. It always is on this truck. Yeah, so we've got our next job. We are going to, okay, see, there we go, I got it off now. We're going back to Iport with this. No, back to Riley's with this, sorry. Then into Iport to box up for a 1:30. I'm going to get a gear at some point, there we go. For a 1:30 Leek out of the side of Stoke, it's Hazardous collection, and back to Iport with that. So you know, the days grown longer, but oh well, it is what it is. It's Friday. We'll get there eventually as we make our way up to these lights. So yeah, it's back to Riley's, box off, box on at Iport, and then we will see possibly about getting the truck washed. Which would be nice if we could. It'd be very nice if we could. But you know, obviously we've got to all that van, all of it, just to get past. Yeah, so if we can get a good tip, box off and on, keep going. Them lights take forever to change there. I've had it before, you sit there about 6 minutes. Yeah, so if we get a good turnaround here, we might be able to get the truck washed on the way down to Leek. That's the plan at the moment. It'd be nice if we could, because it really needs it, but we'll see how we get on. That's us out of Iport. Finally, we're nearly an hour in there. We're that long in there, we've had to have a break in there. Annoyingly, but we're on our way now. We're 54 miles away from this job in Leek. Due at 1:30. It's got us back there, bang on 1:30 at the moment. There's not a great lot we can do. It's just we can just go flat out and that's it. Hope we make up a little bit of time, but it's wrong side of the day for the afternoon on a Friday. You know, it's not looking great. We'll see what we can do. We're going down towards Derby. Pick up the A52 out of there towards I can't remember the name of the place now. Just follows A52 out pretty much all the way to Leek. It's not that bad a road to get down. We've been down it quite a lot when I worked for Stobart's on aggregate jobs. We're down there quite a bit, so we'll head down that way and hope that we can get there bang on time. So just on the loading bay here, getting tipped, or getting loaded, sorry. There'll probably be about half an hour, 40 minutes. We just got to put the ADR stickers on now while we're waiting here to get loaded. And then that's back to Iport with that, so at least we're in the shade, so I'll go get these stickers on and then I'll catch you when we're leaving site here. And we're loaded. Get that aircon back on. Oof. 26 degrees there. We have got a Saturday work. We're going to Immingham to pick up an empty box for Monday. We've got an 8 o'clock Ashby de la Zouche on Monday morning. But empty boxes out of Immingham. Obviously, if we went and got that on Monday, we're going to be late. So we just had a word with the office and they said could get it Monday, can go get it tomorrow if I want, so we'll go get it in morning. Then that puts us all set for Monday then. Oh, mate, this is just terrible with the gears, isn't it? Why can't you just pick a gear and just hold on it? Look at this. I think it's bouncing too much, it's a problem. No. Even in manual it's still changing gear. There we go. We've tamed her. Yeah, so we could get this box in the morning because it's going to be tight to make Iport, I think, tonight to get this off anyway. It has us there at 5:10 at the moment. We're only going to have 15 minutes driving before we need a break. So we'll keep an eye on that. We can get this off in the morning then, run over to Immingham, grab the box, back to the Iport yard and home. So that is the plan at the minute, but obviously we'll see what the traffic's like on the roads. Anyone else get a bit paranoid that something sort of happened to your vehicle or something when you're driving along? So we came down to the end of the A52 back there to join the A38 at that roundabout, and there were no one behind us. When the tractor turned off But I'll put that clip in for, I won't try and delete that one. The tractor that pickup front loader that turned off in front of us, a JCB. When he turned off there were loads and loads of wagons and cars behind. And then pretty much not long after that, nothing. Absolutely nothing behind whatsoever. And we got to the end of the A52 6 mile later and there was still nothing behind me. And we've still got all the tyres, I think. All our mud guards are still on. I can count 3 on either side, so God knows, tractor must have just pulled out, and then one of them must have been a bit slower somewhere and the tractor's pulled out. But always makes me a bit paranoid that something's happened and it's something's come off a truck or something. But I'm sure we're all good. No one's flagged me down to say you've got a tyre missing a road like that, or it's hanging off, so we're all good. Wow, when we set off to this job at about just before 12 o'clock it was, there were a wagon that were broken down on the roundabout just back there. You were in lane 1, we all had to get over for him. Just come back there, still there. So that was before 12 o'clock you were there, and now it's 5 to 5 and it's still there. Wow, that's something gone wrong on that wagon. It's not they probably sent someone out for it, probably been sent to, but it probably want a quick fix and they're having to wait for a recovery vehicle. That's usually how it goes. They'll send a man with a van out first to have a look at it and see if it can be fixed. If it can't, then phone the recovery vehicle to come. And obviously with weighted trucks, it needs to be specialist. It can take hours to turn up. I had a truck when I was at XPO one agency when I first started there. It was first day with them, one agency. I just picked up a load out of Ferry Bridge on picking up plasterboard. I was coming on M18 and it came up with oil pressure warning in red. So I stopped, pulled over, ran out of time there. It was about 6 o'clock when I phoned it through initially, and they put it through to Renault. They sent somebody out, they came and looked at it. They were an hour looking at it and they couldn't sort it. So they had to get a recovery vehicle out to drag it to Morley at Leeds. I think that was about 8 o'clock they found that recovery vehicle. It was gone midnight that it turned up. 3 times it had to be recovered, that truck, within the space of 3 weeks. That might have been 4 actually. Might have been 4 times it got recovered, that to the same place in Morley. Last time I left it, they were taking engine out of it. They had some expert come over from France or something to look at the engine in it. Then I just got put in another truck and I've never seen it since. I haven't seen Reg out on the road. So that was knackered with that. Well, we're just coming down to Iport. We've had a good time, we've had a good run. We've got 30 minutes driving left before we need a break, so we can get in and out of here and parked up. And then have 11 hours off and start again, hopefully about 4:30 in the morning. Over to Immingham, be about an hour over there for 5:30, box on, hopefully out for 6 o'clock, back at yard for 7. That's the plan in the morning. That's what I am hoping for. So we will crack on with that plan. I think sounds like a good plan to me, does that? Nice and easy and straightforward. Oh, and there's no one here queuing at Iport either. So what we will do is, through the power of editing, I will see you all in a second and it will be the morning. And we are back. Just out this morning doing a check. Currently 5 to I think it's just gone 5 o'clock actually, I believe. So yeah, we just got out to do a check here at Iport. Head over to Immingham to pick up our box for this morning, well, for Monday morning. And then we're straight back to the yard with that. So we should hopefully be done by, I'm hoping about 7:30, hopefully before 8 o'clock we can be done and make our way back towards make our way home. It's meant to be a very nice day today. It's going to get to 29 degrees and sunny, so So I think it's a few beers in the garden type of day. This light is getting fixed. They are going to get that fixed on Monday. They've had to just order one in, but you know, everything else works on it. So you know, especially even when lights turned off, everything works on it. So yeah, I'm happy for it. On road, I think when it's got a full load on that, I don't think it actually does that. I think it stays on because it don't bounce as much. But you know, there's you can only do what you can do, can't you? So we'll get on to Immingham. Well, that's our morning going tits up at minute. These won't release a box until we can tell them what shipper it is, because they've got to look on different systems and they can't be bothered looking. So, because I said to him, you know, I said, I ain't got a shipper, no one in my office is in. I ain't got a chance to get hold of anybody till probably nearly 10 o'clock. You know, you just can't look on the system and it doesn't tell you. He says, nope, we got a note shipper, because it says we've got to come in and out of systems to look at that, and we just ain't got the time to do it. So he says I'm gonna have to exit and wait for them to get back. So I've messaged office. Just hope that someone wakes up soon and can at least remember what shipping company this is we're picking up for. It's either going to be Hapag or Maersk, I'd imagine. But you know, it's just little things like this. We don't get the information through from shippers with the notes, and it's frustrating when it goes like this in the morning. We were doing very well. It's 6:30 now. We'd have been back at yard for 7:30. And at this rate, it could be quite a while here waiting. But you know, oh, it's just frustrating, isn't it? But hopefully they won't be long getting back to us. Oh, 2 hours later, we're still here. Can't get hold of anybody yet. We've just come up to 8:15. Tried ringing them, but both of the phones are turned off. So I'm not really sure what to do. We're already committed. We're out here now. It's pointless just going back to yard to come back Monday because job will be late. I could try and guess what shipper it is, but you know, there's Maersk, Evergreen, we've got CAI, Hamburg Sud, MSC, OOCL. We've got everything's in here. You've got P&O, Unifeeder, ECS, Hapag Lloyd. You know, they're all here, so you just can't guess. You know, I'd be going round and round all bloody day if I were trying to guess. Plus these have probably just told me to stop coming back until I can give them the right answer, which is annoying. I don't know what time these shut though, that's the problem. Hopefully it's not long before someone in the office is up and can get a VBS sorted. I'll just see, are them two bees fighting there? Whatever it is, it's B. But yeah, we're just sat waiting. It's starting to warm up now though, that's the problem. We're hoping to get back earlier and get out on a run, but don't look like that's happening at the minute, but we'll see how we get on. Hopefully it's not long before someone's up in office and, well, they'll be at home, but in terms of work phone on, but I think I'm probably going to be the only one that's working this morning. It's very rare that we get a problem on a Saturday morning. It's usually just running in, not picking a box up. So we're sitting and waiting at the minute. We have finally got a box on. 9:01. Luckily I managed to get hold of Carl, but we're on holiday. He's managed to email through the chain of emails that he were copied in on the other day about this box. So we knew what shipper it was, so I went back to the container terminal. I needed to be somewhere else anyway. But all we got was Immingham dock as our notes, so when we got Immingham dock, we always go to that container place up there. But we're at DFDS, but we've got one on now. I can't check the box though because it's got a little plastic security tag on. So I don't know if that's part of the if they've got a specific box type that they need to use, and they get checked and then they're signed off, and then they need the seal at the other end. So I'm not opening the box to check it. They've not specified like clean, dry, odor free or anything for the box. So we got a box on, it looks fairly new. It's on and gone. It's Saturday and I want home. 22 degrees at the moment. Do need diesel, so I don't know whether to go to, there's a jet garage on the way out here, but I'll go to the Morrison's near the yard. Can start collecting more points then. Not sure. I'm not sure. It's, oh, decisions. 23% diesel, so we'll need diesel for Monday. Or do I just start earlier on Monday and go get diesel? Depends if Morrison's is open on Monday morning for us to go get that diesel. But we'll have a look and see what we I'll have a little think before we get to this jet garage and see what we end up doing. I'll try getting diesel at Morrison's, but all the tills have actually just gone down. That's why the sign's not lit up. They're trying to limit the people going in because they're having trouble with the tills at the moment. So they're open from 5 o'clock on Monday to come and get diesel. So we'll come back for then, and about probably 5:30 and try and get diesel. We've got 8 o'clock Ashby de la Zouche in the morning, or Monday morning. So we'll have to come back for then to get fuel. We're on 15%. We'd make it down there, but we won't be comfortable after that. I had an argument with that Stobart drivers in front because he was just in shop browsing, didn't speak any English, and he'd been there half an hour. He already had 4 trucks after reverse out for him. He would have parked, pulled right forward in, space blocking everything. So typical Emex lights. But so I'll get off and end this video here. We're just back to the yard. It's only over at road, so we'll do it mileage. We've had a good week for the mileage. We've done 2,064 miles this week since leaving the yard on Monday. Done some distance, and we've done 3,557 miles for the last 2 weeks. So there's been a good 2 weeks that we've had. About 22 hours overtime this week, so that'll be about 72 hour week roughly. So good week, very good week. You know, we'll take that. It's been a warm week, 24 degrees at the minute, 10:05. So yeah, we'll take that, and I think it's going to be a bit cooler next week, which will be nice. But it'll be holiday mode for me next week. It's going to be a long dragging week, I think, especially towards the end of it. But yeah, I'll get off and end this video here. If you've got to this point in the video and you're enjoying what you're seeing, go check out the channel. There's loads of videos and loads of weeks that we've had quite a few weeks now at it. With all the videos, we've been quite a few places all over the place, and document the life of a tramper in the UK before I move over to the US, which hopefully won't be long. And please subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow this channel. See, it's still going up slowly. We're still getting there, and hopefully bigger and better things to come in the future, because I'll be flying over to America on Saturday, a week today, to go see my mum and dad out there, and we're going to a festival, and we're doing all things over there. So subscribe to the channel to check them out when them videos go live. Until next time, I'll see you guys later on.